Hello, I'm still trying to get this camera thing situated so you can see me in the food. Okay, so today what I have here is food that I grew up on. There was a lot of us whenever I grew up in the house, and most of the food that we ate consisted of stuff that could get you full and could feed a lot of people. So I have pinto beans here, and I have fried bread that I made. I made all of this actually, and I've got fried potatoes and fried pork chop and gravy, homemade gravy, and rice. Now with the rice, you can either eat it as salty or you can eat it sweet. So traditionally, this is what most natives eat, because it's just like to get you full. It is a lot of carbs or whatever, but this is what we eat to survive. And so this is what we had. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pray, and then we're going to eat. So God's great, God is good. Let us thank Him for our food. By His hands we are fed. Thank you, Lord, for this daily bread. Amen. Now I want to thank my grandma for, I got hot sauce too. Beep, beep. Just gonna make me something to drink. I like Coke. Actually, I like all pop, but whenever I eat, I like to have Coke or Dr. Pepper. But if I'm just gonna be drinking pop just to be drinking it, then I like to drink Sprite or sweet tea. But I don't have a mic or nothing. I brought the whole bottle so I wouldn't have to keep moving. Now, like I said, you can eat fried bread with gravy, beans. Matter of fact, I'm just going to pour some of this out right here because, you got to have enough plate for everything. I'm starving too because I haven't ate anything all day. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. Give me some napkins, please. My gravy. Sop it up, sop it up. You see that steam? I don't know if you can see it. Still hot. Bro. Alright. Get one more bite. And I'm going to get into today's topic. Fried bread. It's real authentic too. Made by a real Indian woman. Now, what I want to talk about today is Bigfoot. Do you believe him? I know a lot of people don't. I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but I know some people who believe they live next to them. Hear them walking around all the time. Smell them. Sopped up that bean juice with that fried bread. But you know, honestly, I think the only ones who really believe that they are around them, see them, or hear them is the natives I know live out in the country. I think I might be attracted to fried bread. Because I don't know any people of any other races. I mean, personally, that claim to see him, hear him, had any personal run-ins with him. My gravy. Still hot. All natives. Wait, a long time ago I worked at this one place. You know how they have the Bigfoot hunters? I got lipstick all in my hair. I did meet a white girl who would go hunt them. Well, I'm from Oklahoma. Well, they'll go looking for him. I mean, you ever watch that thing on OETA where they knew a Bigfoot tracker? I think everybody probably seen it if you watched it. And I think a lot of people from Oklahoma was kind of real proud that Oklahoma was on the map. Anyways, that one guy cracks everybody up that everybody thinks of, that whenever they think of Bigfoot hunting, when they like for me, I think of that guy was walking those guys through the woods. He talking about, smell that stink, honey. Oh, that was so crazy. Because that's what I associated with, like the hunters and stuff, is that one Indian guy. I don't even know that guy. Somebody out there does. Somebody who's gonna watch this knows him too. So just tell him I say, hey. Mm-mm. Let me know in the comments. Do you know anybody who's actually came across one? Bigfoot. Or might have video or picture or something. See how many people we know who's gotten lucky in their lifetime to actually come across them. And when people do, nobody's gonna believe them because nobody else sees them. Like my son said, "You gonna talk about Bigfoot?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" He said, "He's not scared. I'm tell ghost stories." And I said, "No, I'm gonna talk about Bigfoot." He said, "That's not scary." I said, "You don't think you get scared if you ran into Bigfoot?" He said, "I'd shoot him." I said, "Well, see, nobody has." You don't think about potatoes too, fried potatoes, and that you can put ketchup or mustard on it. I'll do either. But yeah, that hot sauce got my nose. But I'm gonna tell you a story that I heard. Like I said, I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want nobody thinking anything bad about it. But this is what I heard. I'm gonna tell you what I heard and how I heard it. I mean, not who I heard it from, but I'm gonna tell you how I heard it, like how it was told to me. I feel like I'm too close, but I'm afraid to move the camera because every time I do, I mess it up. Okay, so the story I was told, I'm gonna say, because I don't want to use names, I'm gonna say A guy, B guy. A. Okay. A guy and B guy were drinking together. And A guy said, "All right, I'm going to go ahead and go home." And he was walking distance, but they're in the country too. So he said he's going to go ahead and walk home. So he was like, okay. B guy was like, bye. So he's walking to his house, and said that I guess he had heard something walking alongside of him, but in the on the side of the road, which is a dirt road, but along the tree line, he heard it on the other side. And so he kept walking, and he was like, oh, maybe it's an animal or, or something. So he kept going. And got a little bit hoxy. Well, drunk. Hoxie is how you say drunk in Choctaw. Well, anyways, he was feeling real good. He was walking home, and it wasn't going to take him but 5 minutes to walk home. So he's going, and like I said, he heard something walking along on the other side of the tree line, kind of keeping up with him. And this is a big guy. He ain't no little guy. So I guess he said he stopped and he heard it keep going in front of, keep on going alongside. So he was like, maybe it was an animal or whatever. He's walked this road a million times, so he ain't never had anything to get scared of, like that. So then he saw all of a sudden it came out, stepped in front of him, but a little ways down. But he said it was big. He seen it, and then he said he smelt it. He said he smelt it before he seen it, but he heard it before he smelt it or whatever. I don't know if it was just because he was drunk or what. I don't know. But anyways, he said he got scared because it was big. Like I said, this guy's a big guy too, but he knew that it wasn't anybody he knew, or it wasn't anything, that he should be messing around with. So he backtracked and he started running. He said he was running, and he thought he had heard it chasing him at first. So he's running, and he's calling B guy. He was like, B. And that guy, B guy, in his house, I guess he was getting ready to go to bed, and he was turning everything off, locking everything up, and he thought he heard somebody yelling, screaming. So he was like, what the hell is that? And he said, A guy was just yelling, B, open the door. He's like, what the hell? So he opened the door, and he was like, what's going on? Before he could even finish his sentence, A guy done flew in the house and was like, shut the door. On the ground. He shut the door. B guy was looking at him like he done lost his name. He said, boy, what's wrong with you? He's like, shut the door. And then so B guy shut the door. A guy told him what was going on. And B was like, oh, hell no, this is my house. He ain't going to be coming over here. And I don't know what you're talking about. But, so I guess he was thinking that maybe somebody really was trying to bother him or whatever. I don't know what exactly was going through his mind. But he went and got his gun. And he came back and opened that door. And, of course, he's looking outside, walking around. Big guy, he about this tall. But, boy, he thinks he's he probably thought that Bigfoot wasn't no match for him. But he's a mean guy, though, so I'm going to say. So anyways, he was like, oh, heck no. So he grabbed his gun, was looking around, standing outside, talking all his smack or whatever, calling it on. But it was long gone. I think it just tried to scare A guy. I don't know why, but maybe just wanted to see if it could. I don't know. Maybe A guy shouldn't even been outside anyways. It was that guy's turn, to be outside. Anyways, B guy was walking around with his gun and went back in the house, got mad at him. Boy, what's mad with you? Don't be doing that. Me walking around here acting all crazy, this, that. Well, A guy's not, he's a big guy, but he's a nice guy, He's not, he don't go around picking on nobody. He's a good guy, good, nice guy. So, B guy, though, that guy. Anyways, that was a story I had heard. Well, in that same area, people would hear Bigfoot walking around through there. It had like a trail or something. Like it had a nest in that area somewhere, wherever it slept and ate or whatever. Well, somebody messed around and started putting trash in the back of a truck that was broke down. Started putting trash in there. And the elders didn't know it. And so they would tell these kids to go get rid of this trash, go do something with it. And instead of doing what they supposed to do with it, take it where it's supposed to go, they was putting it in the back of that truck. And the elders didn't know that. So the elder who lived there, she was like, it's kind of like a trailer or something, but it sits high, she got it hooked up. Well, she was, I guess in her room at one end of the trailer, and she was laying there, I guess watch TV or something, getting, just laying there, getting ready to go to bed. It was nighttime. And I think it started to storm, and so she's like, she knows what to do if anything starts to happen, whatever. Anyway, she said it felt like something hit her trailer, like right where she was sitting in her bedroom, like at the edge, like her bed was like against the wall that's connected to the rest of the house, like it's back there. Now the wall that it hit was, there wasn't nothing on the other side but outside. So I said it walked by, like, bam, hit that thing. And she said, boy, she felt like, for a minute, she felt like her trailer actually moved. You know, it shook. She was like, what the hell was that? So she's thinking, you know, it was a bad storm. Something was really going on, you know, because she thought she was, you know, her trailer was fixing to get rocked off or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so I guess she wasn't for sure. And so she was kind of thinking about like, well, what was that? So she went ahead and got up and started to move around. And then, you know, like I said, at this time, she didn't know that them kids was putting that trash in the back of that truck. Anyways, I guess they found out later and got all mad and, you know, told them go get rid of that trash like they supposed to, where they supposed to do it in the first place. So they did. They all went back there and got rid of it and stuff. And I guess that was the next night. No, that was whenever that Bigfoot was walking by and slapped that trailer because, you know, it's like, you gotta move the food source. You know, it's like, didn't have to go nowhere to find the food source because it was right there on the trail. And now it's not there, so I guess it got mad and try to knock that trailer off its foundation or whatever. But anyways, see, I'm at 21:41. But anyways, I just want to get my story out. I mean, it's not even my story, but it's a story. I mean, I know the people involved. I just don't want to say names or whatever because, you know, protect their privacy. But anyways, I don't want everybody looking at them all crazy or whatever. I know I didn't. I believe everything they say. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Kids starting to get a little restless. I let them meet before I ate, so they, you know, leave me be. But they see I got lots of camera action. They just want to be all up in it. So anywho, I'm glad y'all stopped by to see me. I didn't even get to this rice. I should have did that too, but I like mine. I like mine sweet. Most of the time, I like mine sweet. See, it's still kind of hot too. Throw some butter, some sugar on it. Get my butter. Anyways, I was gonna tell you another story before I get out of here. Then I don't want to make it too long. But so I have family members who like to play ball. You know how Indians are? They like to play ball. Well, the ones around I know do. Anyways, I tried to play ball a couple years ago. I mean, I did pretty good, you know, for a second beginner, I guess, because I played ball when I was younger. But anyways, the ones I'm talking about, they're always playing ball, you know. Well, they was in the country. This is another country story. So they're in the country and they were having a tournament in the middle of nowhere. I'm telling you, this is in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, I guess it was getting late, and so in the middle of nowhere, they had those big lights on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they have big lights on out there. And I guess it was in that Bigfoot like to take that path through there or whatever. Because they seen a path, but you know, like a trail that goes through there or whatever. But it could have been anything, you know, it could be any kind of animal. So anyways, they were still in the middle of their game, their tournament. And they said there was a few people out there. And all of a sudden they heard, I don't know if y'all ever heard them, the screams. I mean, you can YouTube it, you know, you can YouTube it and hear different screams that people hear in the woods and stuff. Well, he said it sounded just like the one on YouTube. That real deep guttural, he said, but it was close. The ones on YouTube, they sound like they're kind of far away, but the ones that they heard, they said it was real close. So they was like, well, just, you know, everybody's kind of looking at each other like, what do we do? Do we go ahead and leave? Do we stop? Do we keep going? What do we do? And so I guess they was like, you know, we're just going to go ahead and try to finish this last game. So everybody was like, all right. So, you know, they went ahead and just try to continue the game. And I guess right before they started to play, it yelled again and it was closer. And so everybody was like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody out, you know. So they ended up, I'm not sure if they said they turned the lights off, because I think I asked, did y'all turn the lights off or did y'all just all get in your car and live? Because if you leave me in charge of lights and I'm hearing this guttural scream when, you know, that's real close and I'm in the way of everyday thing, man, I tell you what, them lights going to be on. Somebody getting a high electric bill because them lights going to be left on. Like, y'all ain't going to leave me out here by myself. Nope. If we was to ever go Bigfoot hunting, I mean, I'm not too scared of like ghosts and stuff. I mean, I'm okay with that. But you show me a snake or a spider or a Bigfoot trail, I'm out of there. You ain't fixing. Nope. I'm trying to be one of the first ones to leave. I'm throwing them kids in the car. I don't care if they got seatbelts on. I don't care if their legs all the way in. I'm shutting that door. We're out of there. Anyways, that's my story for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below though if you know, if you know anybody who's actually really seen the Bigfoot or heard one, whatever. But yeah, that's my story for tonight. So share, please. I'm trying to build this up again. Y'all know that. Anyways, like I said, I don't eat out all the time or whatever, and I usually cook. So I usually cook. I mean, it just depends because my kids try to be all picky and everything now, so they just gonna, you know. And you would think they'd be losing weight, but anyways, never mind. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace out.